Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Earthbound Night Pendant Cup PK Scramble Tournament. I am your host, Unknown47, and tonight I am joined with my great co-host, Nest Rocker. How's it going?
It's going great, and you're too kind.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
I, I'm far from great, but if you want to keep saying things like that, I'm gonna let you.
we got to boost each other up. You know,
That's right. And this is an
and
exciting match.
yeah, absolutely.
We've got two racers here who are relatively new to the scramble scene, but they've been putting in a lot of work. And
Absolutely.
I think, you know what? No more ado. I'm tired of ado. We're going to start this race right now.
Let's get it started.
Hold on. Sorry, one of our racers is not ready. We're gonna pat her some more.
Oh,
Earthbound. Ever played it?
oh yeah, it's a fun game. It's a classic. It's a cult classic, as they say. I still have my original cart. Don't have the guide anymore, but still have the original cart.
Okay, I'm gonna fix some audio issues real quick.
Heard that, fixing audio issues. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. How do I sound? Oh yeah. Oh, it was crazy. Yeah. If y'all weren't there to see that, it was a race of the ages. Come back from a crash. It's very rare to see something like that.
Oh, Airframe says doesn't hear me.
Whoop.
Seem to be muted now. Oh no. Hold on.
Oh, wait, they can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Let's get this race started before anything else happens, huh?
Commentator's curse.
All right, so we got about 5 seconds plus or minus some stream delay. I cannot wait to see where these racers start off.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Should be any second now. Here we go.
There seems to be Eagle screen is frozen.
His timer is moving.
Ah, there we go. Oh, and we've got already a split. We have Eagles going to get Freed Kid and Static Pulse going to get the Long Kid.
And Delon Kid's going to be Pooh. Threed Kid is going to be Jeff. This is a stellar seed for an extended PSI shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah, with these two kids, we're gonna have 2 key items off the bat, and we're going to have the psychic abilities from Pooh. And it seems like it's been a good run so far. We'll see if they cross each other's path and go get the other kid. And we've got Eagles going to get Pooh, while Static Pulse is going to get that teleport check.
I think this is a smart check. I didn't see where their third teleport was. Did you, by chance?
I happened to miss it. Well, they started off. Where did they start off?
3, I believe.
Okay.
And then I think that's a smart move. You know, you pick up Pooh in the throne room, you got to go get that teleport almost immediately, right? That's the second thing you do right after you talk to the phone-haired person.
That's quite the do, if you ask me.
Okay, Jeff with Karakia, Pooh with pencil eraser. Thanks so much, Girk.
Open availabilities. Let's see what that teleport is. Underworld. We have Underworld.
Okay, that's 3 Sanks right there if they can get to Tucson. And we're going to see the teleport. Winters was the other one.
Okay. Gonna go get that $1 key item. Eagles is going to check all the present boxes.
Not a bad idea, especially because for this tournament, it's called the Night Pendant Cup. We are doing a standard flag set of Dr. Saturn Start plus Extended PSI Shuffle, NPC Shuffle, and Music Shuffle. In addition, this round 2, we are doing 10 loose key items, as well as my brain.
As well as random enemy movement. So you might be able to see, teleporting mad ducks or trees that just move around like UFOs.
Yes, thank you for the assist there. So checking these presents is not a terrible idea at all. And I believe I've talked to Jay Tomar about this, and when it comes to loose key items, they are weighted a little bit to be closer to like where logic expects you to go in the beginning. So you're not going to find as many on the back end of the seed as you will in the front. So checking those early presents, like from Delum, like flyeaglesfly has been doing, it could pay off.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. I was always had the wonder of like, am I going to get an 8th sanctuary key item or something of that nature to lead me to an 8th sank like early in the game?
And flyeaglesfly going straight for that first sank. What has to be... Oh, it might not be first sank. I'm seeing hippies and ducks here. Oh, no.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not a great cause. But he's got 3 kids. He might be able to pull it through. If it were me, I would probably have turned around. And if you didn't see, Static Pulse got the Tinderkraut from Winners. So we'll be getting another teleport just from that.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see if Static goes straight for this sanctuary. We are seeing some UFOs, so it's about Tucson level with 3 kids. Might not be that bad.
Absolutely.
And there's that sank access.
Yep.
That's going to be 3 over on Static Pulse's side, with that access to Tucson.
And access to return mice.
Good point. I often neglect the return mice. It's something in my head, I'm like, it's limited. I can't ever get these mice again. And then my brain goes, don't ever use the mice. And then my brain also goes, if we're not going to use the mice, don't even go get the mice.
Right. And just as suspected, Static Pulse is going to get those mice.
With that Tucson opening up and already having the pencil eraser, I think this is a smart thing. Is that a moonbeam gun?
Yes, it is. Ooh-wee. Gotta have strong Jeff.
Oh my goodness, this Zoom seed got even stronger, and just dodging around those fires, and I have to guess, based on the level of that present, those are Fire Springs enemies, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was definitely a fire enemy moving around. There they are.
Boss of Burglar Park is going to be Clumsy Robo, it looks like. Going to avoid that for now. And Banana Saleswoman has turned into the man who looks like an apple and has an apple in front of him. Meanwhile, flyeaglesfly is just chugging away at this first sanctuary. Actually taking a lot of time here in Pink Cave, or Pink Cloud Cave. It's going to be Kraken as the boss.
Absolutely. I will be right back.
No worries. Meanwhile, Static Pulse is heading on over to Peaceful Rest Valley. Gonna head to Happy Happy Village. With those mice, he's gonna be able to return there in case he needs to do a double dip. It's gonna be super fast. We're seeing the enemies here. They're gonna be zombies from Threed. Not too bad. He's not taking a lot of fights yet, but that XP from that insta-win is going to catapult him into being where he needs to be, I feel like. And everybody get hyped for the, oh, welcome back, welcome back. I was just gonna ask everybody to get hyped for the Dungeon Man music in Peaceful Rest Valley.
Oh yeah, that's always a classic.
These mostly bad flies.
I love that we have randomized music, because you never know what you're gonna get. You just get some real good bops in some of the oddest places.
Personally, I'm a fan of the Lost Underworld music. That is my favorite song from Earthbound. How about you?
I believe my favorite music would have to be Attack from a Odd Enemy.
Okay.
It's one of those. It's one of the battle musics.
Eagle's making it through that Sank finally and getting a full heal. He's going to be quite strong. Picking up a tiny ruby out of that present from Peaceful Rest Valley. Not a lot of people are going to be checking those. They're kind of out of the way. So.
Oh, yeah. I typically do not check the item boxes in Peaceful Rest Valley.
I don't tend to either. I used to when I first started playing Scramble, but, you know, it got... I never really found anything that made or broke the seed. I mean, now with 10 loose key items, it could be a whole different story.
Right. Now, if I get into... If I know that the area is going to be high level, I will tend to check for presence in an area. Like if I happen to slip into Moonside and can get the presence there, knowing that the enemies are higher, I'll typically go for the extra ones that I don't normally go for.
Oh, for sure. And here's a great example. Peaceful Rest Valley, Happy Happy Village may be in logic, if only for the Sank. Now, Carpenter's part of it might be wildly out of scale. And taking this, dipping into Carpenter's room to get those two presents can be worthwhile. Sorry to interrupt myself for this one. Static Pulse is stealing Repel sandwiches. He did not put down a mouse or save here in Happy Happy Village. If this fight breaks bad, he's going to have to do the walk again.
Oh yeah, it's all about having that confidence, I guess.
Seeing Shroom never makes me confident.
Yeah, especially knowing he can mushroomize you. It's a big risk, and I guess he's willing to take.
Ooh, just kind of glimpse of that support PSI over on Nest. Has neutralized. That's a very good pickup.
Greg Millock says he did put a mouse down.
Oh, okay. I must have just missed it.
And, well, he did need it today. He managed to knock down that shroom and got quite XP from him.
Absolutely. Fly
got Eagles.
Good.
Buying some Repel sandwiches.
It's a smart move, you know. Not everybody has the despawning skills that Static's been getting. He's also been getting a lot of green swirls, I've noticed. Did you notice that?
I have not.
Oh, Ragnarok in chat says halfway through his stealing from the picnic, he put one down. So he must have had the same thought I did in the middle of stuffing sandwiches in his pockets.
Right. And it looks like we've got Paula in the cabin, and we already have the key to the cabin. So, ooh, look at all those enemies.
Well, I don't know if he's going to get away from this one. And there it is again.
With the green swirl. Good move on his part.
I think this is this the first match of the tournament we've seen with a full set of kids?
I believe so. I don't recall any full kids yesterday.
Static opting not to remove that mushroom on his head.
Oh, I think as you said that, he's turning around to go get it fixed. Looks like he's having a little controller.
Apologies, we're having some technical difficulties. Give me 1 second.
We will return momentarily. In the meantime, it looks like StaticPulse has made it to the Sanctuary boss, and we've got Heavily Armed Pokey. I'm looking directly at StaticPulse's stream for now until we get everything back on track. flyeaglesfly is currently going through Fire Springs, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay, we should be back. Sorry about that. The restreaming tool that I'm using has not been very kind today.
And StaticPulse just completed their first sanctuary, or was it the second? It was Heavily Armed Pokey, and we have flyeaglesfly about to fight his sanctuary. Ooh, and we got Diamond Dog. This is gonna be a rough fight.
You definitely don't want to see that hot dog in a seed like this. That's already pretty zoomy, to be honest.
Yeah. Absolutely. Gregnarot says that was Static's third sanctuary. Oof, and flyeaglesfly taking a death to hot dog.
It can be rough, even with superpowered PSI like they've got here. Unfortunately, Fly Eagles did not go for those mice and did not find that moonbeam gun.
Yeah, that's gonna put him behind by a little bit. Greg Rock correcting, it's not his first sanctuary, but it was the third sank that he was doing. And Static going to hit up the Apple Kid. Ooh, hand aid. And Fly Goes Fly going back into Fire Springs. And Static acknowledging he's got the Moonbeam gun.
And sign banana.
And absolutely. Oh, and fight Everdread.
Yeah, I think the clumsy robot fight is probably the best play he could have done here, because you've got 3 kids, you've already done Pooh's check, right? You haven't done Boogie Tint yet. You might as well get the Polo check out of the way while you're here.
Right. Yeah. It's not a bad move at all.
And he's going down without much of a fight at all. Just auto-fighting through it all.
Yeah, having that Moonbeam gun is very helpful. I haven't taken the opportunity to see what psychic abilities they've had yet, though.
Looks like the boss of Berglund Park gave a hieroglyph copy. Not sure how much that's going to help in this seed.
For sure, for sure.
And Static doing pretty much exactly what I said and cleaning up all those kid checks. Going to fight Boogie Tint now.
We've got Master Belch.
And we've lost Master Belch. This is probably going to be the logical key item that he wanted. UFO engine. It's going to take him to Summers. That's going to be another teleport. Probably want to see... not sure at this point. Foreside, maybe? For the signed banana, yeah. The Force Sank?
Yeah, that's probably what you'll be looking for.
I wonder if he'll turn in that tiny ruby as well. I probably wouldn't, being it's a key item, unless the teleport is something stinky, like somewhere he's already got access to.
Right.
Carrot... Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. The carrot key was in one of the items, or one of the kids' items inventory.
I believe it was Pooh. It might have been Jeff.
They got them both, so quick. I've already forgotten who had what. And Fly Eagles Fly, taking down Diamond Dog.
And getting that sweet, sweet revenge.
You love to see it.
And it's so rare to see Carbon Diamond Dog in Fire Springs. He's normally located, I'm checking my notes, in Fire Springs.
Ah, yes. Yeah. What is this, even randomized?
Got some zoomy slugs there on the beach. Did you see those?
Oh, yeah. Good thing the screen always resets and any of those enemies that chase you go by.
I always feel bad for the mole, though. He wants to get that UFO so bad.
You like a cat or a dog chasing a laser pointer.
Question from the chat: shouldn't Static be in Go mode then? Sign Banana, Carrot Key, and Fire Spring. If he had access to Foreside, that would be correct. But we're hoping for a Foreside teleport from this magic cake, I believe. And if it's not the case, I think we're going to see a tiny ruby turn in, the one he found in Peaceful Rest Valley chest.
Static Pulse doing a little shopping.
At this point, with the items on sale here, I'm not sure if I would bother. I believe he just bought a copper bracelet to replace his copper bracelet on Paula.
The other day I did a run and I just had enough money to go check the more expensive store and got some pretty decent stuff. A little pricey, but it was worth it. Alone in the world with a little diamond dog. And Eagle's going to the Tucson department store. He's got a couple grand on him. And Static doing that Ruby check.
Now, see, I realize that it's on the way, but especially since you didn't call Stoic Club from the museum, I have to wonder about the idea behind this turn-in. It's a monkey invitation, which is not going to help anything. But, yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Unknown? Is that the play you'd go for?
Probably. If I already had it in my inventory, and if money's not the issue, I will call from the payphone. Otherwise, I probably just would have went in, called the Static Club, and then went and turned into Ruby, and then went next door.
Yeah, for me personally, I have that signed banana burning a hole through my pocket. I'm saying to myself, Foresight. How can I get a Foresight? I need to get a Foresight. Is my first thing Foresight?
No, yeah, that's a very valid point, indeed.
And there it is.
Got Foresight.
Static Pulse is immediately in go mode. We're going to see him clean up some Sanks, and I don't think he's going to have any problem with them.
And Lyra SRL says copper bracelets would have possibly held out for silvers. Sometimes it's just hard to find them. There might not be any stores that don't have them.
Over on Eagle's side, we're seeing a meme as he's going to pay off that Apple Kid, get that key item.
And it seems he's going to express his debt to Big Mike. Big Tony. Okay.
I owe Big Tony $69. Meanwhile, Static on this hot Doug fight. With the PSI he has access to, and 4 kids, I don't think he's going to have any sort of issue at all.
Most definitely. We'll see if flyeaglesfly goes to Peaceful or Happy Village. Seems like he might. I don't know if he got the pencil eraser or not.
I'm not sure. I think he's about out of checks without going to Peaceful Rest Valley, though. I suppose he could do Boogie Tent at this point.
Yeah. And I think that's what he's doing. He's gonna go hit up Happy Village. Static clearing another Sank. And using the return mouse. Going to check the store.
It's important to take out money before you tackle a Sank. I think he's just using that door for a teleport, though. And we're going to see... Oh, no. Apparently, Zombie Paper is with that monkey invitation, it looks like.
That's a great teleport spot, too.
Oh, for sure. You can actually plop down a return mouse there for some easy, return teleport shenanigans.
Yeah. I actually recently learned that you could do that by watching someone else do it.
And we're seeing the classic stock up on Repel sandwiches here on Static Pulse. He's very much preparing for the seed being over.
Oh, yeah.
Fly actually going out of the way backwards, grabbing that present. for the tiny ruby.
Seems like he's going to check all the presents.
And like I said earlier, not a terrible idea in a tent and loose key items flag set, especially when I think at this point Eagles is a little lost in the logic.
Possibly, yeah. That's what it seems like. I tend to find myself in that predicament often.
Basically every time I play.
You know, I think I'm going the right direction, and then, you know, I'm just not. I need to stop telling myself I'm just going to do it. And because I'm like, well, I have this item, I'm going to go do this check, and this might be the logical way to go, but I'll put that off to the side because I'm already here and I've already got these items. So, and then I get another item that just leads me down a rabbit hole of just a bad time.
Absolutely, and that's easy to have happen to you. And I think we're going to see Static head to his last sync, I believe. He's got Lilliput, he's got Pink Cloud, and he's got Fire Spring.
I believe so, absolutely. Going to take on the sewers.
Yeah. Gonna do some sewer surfing. Something kind of catastrophic has to happen on StaticpulseSA side to give Eagles a chance to catch up on this one, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's got the levels, he's got the equipment, he's got the repels. This siege should be over pretty swiftly.
Oh yeah, relatively soon. Yeah, something like the soft lock might be enough, especially if he hasn't saved recently.
Eagle's also probably going to steal from this shop. Oh, no, looks like he's not. And Trillion Sprout, that's one. I'd rather see it in the Sank than in the Sea of Eden.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Hit him with a Starstorm, take out those taxis. And now just focus on Trillion Age. And we've got that PSI rocket.
Actually using Healing Beta to get the crying off of Jeff so he can hit with that Moonbeam gun.
That's a good move.
Which won him the fight.
Eagles turn around to go get that cabin kid.
He's probably going to be pretty thankful when he does. And not even bothering to check the key item on that Maxwell lookalike there.
Oh yeah. When you're in go mode, there's not really a good point to. Sometimes I just do the memes, but or to see what where the water take us. Eating those repel sandwiches to cut down on the spawns so you can move faster through the sewers.
Absolutely, and that's one thing you don't always see from these runners, but it is a pretty smart thing to do, especially when there's a lot of spawn plates in a dungeon, such as this one, or in Milky Well, for example. Even though the monsters, after beating the boss, are going to be running away from you, they're still going to be there. Their sprites are going to be there, and that can cause some slowdown, so that's a little trick you can use to save you some time.
Yeah, most definitely. We've got the teleport off the Magicka.
And I believe we're
Going
going
to check the shop.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd check the pudding shop. And it's disappointing. Although those night pendants are going to be way better than the travel charms he inexplicably paid for and equipped.
Yeah. Ooh, Eagles just picked up a holy frying pan for Paula.
And that's another thing, like I was saying earlier, it is worth it. You don't have to fight any enemies. Carpainter could be scaled crazy high, and those chests can have some really good things in them. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to make a difference in this seed.
Oh, yeah. And a rabbit's foot.
Rabbit's Foot is always welcome to speed up some of those slower characters. Normally you'd put it on Jeff to make his bottle rockets hit harder, but actually in this seed, I think you want to put it on Ness because his favorite thing is that rocket.
Yeah.
Apologies again. Very sorry about this. I'm not sure why Streamlink keeps crashing the streams here, but I'm going to try to get it back up, hopefully in time for the last fight.
In the meantime, Static just made it to the Sea of Eden, while Eagles is going through the Sanctuary. And we're not sure if that Master Barf was the Magicka boss or just a Sea of Eden enemy. We'll find out shortly. Get massive levels. Oh, and that
was the last boss. GG to Static Pulse. Do you want to see if we can get Static in here, Unknown?
Yeah. Oh, there we are. Welcome.
Hey, hello there.
Hello. That was quite the race.
Yeah. I gotta say that Moonbeam Gum really saved my bacon there.
Hello. Yeah, that was it was quite the moves. I mean, 34 zoom seed, that's not bad. That is really, really fast.
Yeah, I don't it was incredibly fast. I don't think it has beaten My
think
time last race, which was also incredibly fast,
I think
but
our fastest time was 29 minutes.
hmm.
I think that was that you or was that
No, I
I
didn't. I posted I think a high 30. I think Jay Tolmar at that time got like 32, and I got like 35 or something. So this might be actually my fastest time yet.
oh
Um,
nice. Personal best.
yeah, I just keep hitting those personal bests. Going pretty well.
Absolutely. So what were your thoughts? Going through all of this, getting that loose, Ruby item, and then getting the Summer Ships UFO engine.
Yeah, so um, my thought process was just kind of going around and getting what I could at the time. Seeing the teleport to Tucson, I immediately went for the mice, so I want to forget about them later. Was incredibly
Yeah,
lucky to get that moonbeam gun because at that point, I had seen enemies that were essentially 3 graveyard level. With having taken no fights at that point was going to be pretty difficult if I didn't get a good weapon. I didn't have any. I think I might have gone a T-ball bat at that point, but um, with Ness having no PSI and Pooh having probably just being level 1, it would have been fairly difficult, I think, to take out some of those street enemies. So I was sweating things there for a little bit, but getting that back attack on the lone zombie kind of got everyone a couple levels there, and I took a couple fights on the way to Happy Village just to get my levels up. Um,
for
so
sure.
yeah, otherwise, I probably would have done a sync early just to take a couple fights and get those levels to just get rolling there.
Yeah, that Moonbeam gun definitely came in handy.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah, I was the nice thing about the randomized movement is you can occasionally uh get in some advantageous positions, especially with enemies that are teleporting or just kind of have their back to you. I've noticed. So um it's as long as you don't get an enemy that zooms right at you like those the coffin men, then things can turn out pretty well. I think the only real bad fight I took was the Bukas in the while I was leaving the sewers. They
yeah,
ran up into me and got a normal fight out of that. But other than that, didn't really take many fights. I did accidentally um, forget to give the self-serve stand any money, so I had unintentionally done that. I was going to get one repel sandwich and maybe sell off some things later, maybe get a couple more for going through the sanctuary. You might have noticed that I put my mouse down just in case the
the mushroom
I'll
fight
get in
went bad.
trouble with. Yeah.
I,
Yeah,
Um,
it was funny. Nesrocker had mentioned that he was like, he's stealing all these items and he hasn't put down a mouse yet. And it was pointed out that you'd like put down a mouse in between stealing all those sandwiches.
yeah.
yeah,
It's a good thing I remembered that. If Jeff had gotten mushroomed, that probably would have ended up going very poorly.
oh, for sure. And honestly, good on you for remembering that because, like Unknown said, you were in the middle of your shopping, and I was saying he didn't save. I didn't see him put down a mouse. This run back could be pretty bad for him. But you had a plan all along, it seems.
Yes. Everything worked out. Going through Lilliput steps, Mastermind wasn't very easy, but thankfully I had so many sandwiches it didn't really matter.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's actually I had a couple of questions on your
yeah.
race here, and the first one is how come you didn't just go south to the healer and get that mushroom removed?
Because I had forgotten there was a healer in Happy Village.
Okay,
That was a good point. Um, yeah, I had forgotten that there's a hospital there. So I didn't go do that. That would have been the correct play there.
fair
I'll
enough.
remember that for next time. Usually, it's not usually not somewhere you go very often. I think it's on the left side, maybe.
It's on the right. It's right below the cave
Okay.
entrance.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be something I'll have to remember for next time. For
Gotcha.
sure.
And the other one, and we kind of discussed this during your race, during the commentary there, is when you went to Summers, you know, in my mind, if I'm in your shoes, I'm like, I don't care about anything else. I got to get this teleport. I got to get the force side. I have force sinks. I'm go, 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 go.
Right.
But you stopped and turned in that tiny ruby. Any reason?
Just in case it turned out to be something useful like the Franklin badge. There wasn't any guarantee that the teleport there would have been foresight, although it was very likely to be. So at that point, I was just hedging my bets. That was, I think at that point I had one mice left. So if it was, say, Franklin badge, and I needed to go back to Happy Happy Village, I could have done a sync, teleported back there, taken care of that check, and then I moved on from there. It turned out to not be necessary, thankfully.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and speaking of having to go back to Happy Happy Village, we did see on Eagle's side he dipped into Carpainter to check those items and found a holy fry pan.
Oh, that's also very good. Especially since Paula had the key to her own cell, so even if you didn't pick up the Moonbeam gun, you would have had a very good physical attack there. Although she also had Bomb, so with her PD pool, that probably would have been the way to go for any fights.
And Eagle's looking like he's gonna go fight in the sewers.
Yeah, GG once again, Static Pulse. You can hang out. We're gonna finish up flyeaglesfly's race here, or if you gotta go, we understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll log off for now. I got to get up early for work. So, thank you, gentlemen, for commentating, and I'll catch you next time.
Absolutely.
Take care.
GG's.
Oh,
Yep,
sorry.
GG,
Before you
everyone.
go, I
Yes.
can let you know how the race is standing.
Sure.
It looks like that you are gonna go on to your next match is gonna be versus Temple, and then yeah. So we'll get a race thread here up shortly after we stop streaming.
Okay. All right. Good to go. I'll be looking forward to that race, and I know Temple's pretty good, so it'll be a difficult race for sure to win. But with the way I've been playing recently, you know, I might just get another personal best and able to beat them. Yes, thank you. All right.
Indeed.
Yep. All right. Good night, everyone.
I think it might be his third. See, he did Fire Spring, he did Happy Happy Village. I forgot what the other Delight. Yeah, he did Pink Cloud. So yeah, this is his fourth. Yeah. Taking down Chilling Age Sprout with ease. Yeah. And we'll see if Eagles decides to get that Tony item. But he can pay Tony back, you know, the $69 he owes him. Oh, and he doesn't. Boat's a boat, but the mystery box, it could be anything. It could be a Franklin badge. Making that track back through the sewers, not using this repels. Which that's something I actually have just learned today as I was commenting on it. I was like, that's not a bad idea to use some of your repels in a high populated, high traffic area
Oh, for
when you're
sure.
trying to leave.
And sewers is really the perfect example because you're not necessarily going to get into any of those fights unless they're hung up on one of those tight corners, like getting right off a ladder or something like that. But
Right.
yeah, it slows you down. You can actually see and feel it,
I don't know if you saw my race from the other day, but I had essentially no spawns in the sewers at all.
Oh, I'm not that interested in you.
I mean, that's fair.
No, I did see it. It was a great race, to be honest.
Yeah, mean Trillion Age Sprout.
Oh, I hate it. It's honestly the one thing I kind of want nerfed, but also when you're talking about Doc Saturn seeds, there's not a lot of enemies that once you get to a certain level, you're afraid of, right?
Right.
And Trillion Age in the Nightmare slot is basically the worst. Bear!
Bear.
The worst of the worst, in my opinion. It scales so well in terms of the attacks that it has. It can do a lot of nasty status effects. Ugh, just gross.
Yeah, and especially when he's using a seed like that or a shield like that. My apologies. And then he just kept using it and using it.
Quick runaway there on the Eagle side. Not a green swirl. Don't get it twisted. He's got that rabbit's foot, and that's what's going to let him run away from those.
And IQ says Ant may have allies, but it's just Ant.
That is true. Meanwhile, have you ever faced Trillion Age Sprout flanked by 2 clocks that are just beating you down?
Oh wow, I bet that's gonna be rough.
It can be. Although I think the worst Trillion Age I ever fought was he was flanked by 2 Master Criminal Worms.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody speaking about in the Scramble Discord about the cops being all caterpillars.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know that you thought Nessa's nightmare was a nightmare. That to me is the nightmare.
That's the real nightmare right there, for sure. And getting some funky music here. And he called a bear.
And just ignore that bear there. I mean, the Starstorm will probably take him out.
Ooh, that rocket hitting for 1 damage does not feel good.
It does not.
I mean, Starstorm is powerful. Oh, and he's won.
Oh, and that's, yep, that is game. GG's Eagles.
GG's to Eagles.
See if he's willing to do a little post-race commentary.
Sure, I'm gonna run to the little commentator's room, and I'll be right back.
Heard that. All right, it looks like Eagles will be joining us. Hello and welcome. GG's. That was it seemed like a pretty good run. It was a good race. Hello and welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough fight there, but once you got your bearings on, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, just wish I went to Boogie Tent right when I got Jeff instead of going right to Carrot Key. Then I would have had the way already.
Yeah, and you got lucky with getting that holy frying pan. Static Pulse had actually went to go get return mice from South Onet by way of North Tucson, and he got the moonbeam gun for Jeff, but he never went and checked the Happy Colt.
Yeah, I went and checked there to see for pack of bubble gum because I was noticing it was key sanity. So that's why I was opening up a lot of gifts just to see if I could find the pack of bubble gum and have that fourth sanctuary.
Yeah, we noticed that, especially in Peaceful Rest Valley, you took a lot of routes to check all the presents.
Yep, just wanted to try to get that pack of bubble gum.
Oh yeah, and who knows, that might have taken you way out of logic. But it seems like both of y'all fought all the same bosses, so y'all were pretty in kin with each other. It looks like Ness's streams had crashed again. He went to the little commentator's room. He should be back momentarily.
I am back. Give me 1 second. We'll go to the other screen.
Using the little commentator's room.
So, you have any thoughts for you know, any major plot points or thought processes you had going through that scene?
uh Man, like doing that, it was just noticing I had the carrot key and just like threed in the llama to get the two characters, which was nice to have, but low
Yeah,
level was like crazy.
it was a good start by having access to both of those characters off the bat.
But I did take the record of 0-16, so I've lost every one of them, but it's having fun. That's the cool thing.
Absolutely,
Oh,
yeah,
and you definitely put a heck of a fight.
oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely,
I just love it for fun. Doesn't matter win, lose, draw. It's having fun. That's the cool thing.
and that's the spirit.
Holy frying pan, at least for Paula, since she had the cabin key to unlock herself.
That's always good.
Yeah, might do a few little things. I'm gonna keep going on
Well,
doing a couple things.
I'll tell you what, we'll raid into your channel, and coming up next tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central is going to be Pink Panther versus Chargles. So tune in tomorrow to see that.
It's gonna be a good match.
Indeed. Oh yeah, most definitely. Panther's been training hard all week for this, and hopefully we'll have a good match. Another turn of the century match.
All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy Fly Eagles Fly continuation of the stream. I've been Ness Rocker, and thank you for joining me Unknown and commentating with me.
Indeed. Thanks for having me.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.